I remember still, you were trying to verify whether those answers were correct and your understanding was right. I remember those discussions and things like that. And a little bit of nervousness was there, but I think you did really well, amazingly well. You got above target in all the three domains, right?
Yeah, 2 domains and one on target in business environment domain. Just a
So
small.
I know that was also very close when I looked at your
Yes.
this thing, right? Your performance. It was almost estimated that you were going to hit that.
Yeah.
But so, well, let's start about your journey. Like how exactly it all happened. Like what really made you to go for PMP? What exactly was the trigger for you to go for PMP examination itself?
Yeah. First of all, thank you, Dr. Khan, for all your boot camp and the support throughout the PMP preparation. So I have close to 20 years of experience in IT, and I was looking for career progression, and one thing that most of the profiles or most of the job requirements seek is this PMP, right? Because if you have to work on projects, and this is the beautiful thing about this is technology agnostic, right? This is
Hmm.
not related to SAP or .NET, and it can be applied to any field.
Yeah.
So that's the reason I wanted to pursue my PMP, so that it's not just about technical skills or specific project methodologies as well. It also talks about your interpersonal skills, the people skills, and knowing about the business environments as well.
Hmm.
So it's good to have for any profession.
Any profession and any level in the management, whether you're a CEO or entrepreneur, or there are a lot of doctors, lawyers who take my program as well. I ask the same question: what would be the use? Like you want to apply for a specific jobs, but they said, yeah, this is where we need to learn how to do. They think surgery is a project, and they want to handle it with care and everything, and they want to make sure that the people domain, the process, and business ecosystem is also taken care. I was wondering, business ecosystem, yeah, because when we save lives, we are adding more value. When we are adding more value, we are generating more profit. Simple as that, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's where I think you're from SAP background as well. I think it's going to be huge value in all cases. And as you said, it's not related to any specific industry. You can do it irrespective of the industry when you're moving into the management level, and especially the business environment piece will help you a lot. This was not there originally. Business environment was more like part of your program management. But now this program is so robust,
Okay.
especially people who are going through the PMP now, right? Versus people who have gone through PMP before. Now, whoever has not gone through the latest version of PMP program, they should be knowing that 20% of the questions are from PMBOK and rest of the 80% is split across in the business analysis practitioner's guide, process practitioner's guide, and agile practitioner's guide. Did you face the same problem during the exam that you found a lot of questions from agile, hybrid, and whatever material you received, right? That was really the one which was useful for you.
Yes, definitely. The preparatory materials and the suggestions that you gave, like, okay, go for study hall. It was a very precise guidance, because one thing that we have observed as learners is it's very easy to get lost. There are plenty of materials, okay? It could
Right.
be YouTube, it could be books, it could be, you just search in Google, there will be plenty of web pages. So
Hmm.
you helped us, get a proper direction, saying that, okay, hey, just focus on these three aspects, right? Only the study material that was prescribed in the classroom and study hall,
Hmm.
uh, right?
And now it is even more simplified. I've given a one-stop mock pattern. You would have seen the one-day pattern, right? It's very well structured. It is also designed in a way that you'll get timer-based right from practice itself. 10 questions, 10 minutes, 10 questions. Do that timer-based and do it in small batches. And once you're ready with that, the concepts and everything, then go for the main mocks, which is 2160 premium PMP questions are included in the one day. I think this is going to be game changing for anyone who is attempting now because they're getting more structured. Do you also agree that?
Definitely, that's a great strategy. In fact, I have to give that credit, because as learners, especially as an experienced learner, one of the key aspects is to build that stamina.
Hmm.
What happens is people who are out of that professional education boundaries, I find it very tough to sit through all 4 hours. So whatever you said, like, okay, building up 10 questions, 20 questions, and helping them gain that confidence and spend some time, right? That gives them confidence to attempt the complex exams. So
Yeah.
it's a great strategy.
And then 180 questions, full mock, first three mocks and then 12 mocks. In fact, first three mocks are very similar to the exam questions. Like it's like you would see that if you have gone through the first three mocks, right? You will see there are a lot of questions which would have even popped up in the examination. And this is how we generally look at, right?
Yes.
Typically give them the comfort level of certain known questions as well. And while they are working through, because see, by the way, they can't just go through the mock and take up the exam. They have to go through the training as well. They have to understand the logic and everything. And along with that good training, good material, they can go through the mock. Then it will become easy. Otherwise, straight away they go into mock, then it will become like trying to remember a few things. It will never work, right? Though there are repeat questions, there could be some confusing statements in the exam, which one word change will mean a different answer, right? Now that is very very important. Especially, I think you also shared me your experience that there are two three answers which are very similar. How do we differentiate, right? That strategy also helped a lot, right? Because you can eliminate properly and get to the right.
Yes. And you also mentioned, sometimes even our mindset also needs to change,
Yeah.
because like you were emphasizing about the self-organizing teams. We think that, okay, the leader has to lead and then guide the team and then sort of say, okay, this is how it has to be done. But in Agile, it's completely different. So you also, a couple of times you had clarified that, no, this is not how the Agile team works. They are self-organized. They are having the capacity to take their own decisions.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So, how was your exam day? Means I'm sure a lot of preparation you made it. I know it would have been like a lot of moments because you had that 60 questions, 60 questions, and 60 questions. How did you go through that journey? Because you just went through recently, right? So, how was your journey?
So, as you're aware, I chose to give the exam directly at the center in Bangalore,
Very good.
Shivaji Nagar Center. I mean, the center is pretty well organized actually, and they give the instruction manual and they allow you to get into the room prior to the exam, and they make sure that all the instructions. They give an instruction leaflet and then ask you to read through the instructions of those do's and don'ts. Um, and they very clearly check, okay, there is no way that we can do any sort of cheating there. It's
Hmm.
very well organized,
Right.
and every time you take a break, you are again asked to show your pockets and make sure that it is empty.
Excellent.
And yeah, it's very well monitored. And it's I would say, test center would be a better option,
Hmm.
because it's all glass room ceiling and soundproof,
Hmm.
um, everything. And I mainly the preparation gave confidence. Obviously, the first 5 to 10 minutes you get a little bit of panic during the first 5 10 minutes, but then once you start attempting the questions, it becomes easy. And also the pattern and the exam taking structure within the PMP, the test center, it's very interactive. You can
Hmm.
mark, you can strike through some of the sections, and they give 7 minutes for you to instruct. They give the instruction saying that, okay, what are the features that are available for you as an exam taker. That's
Yeah.
excellent.
Right. And what about the like? Did you get any calculation questions in the 180 questions, 80 questions as such?
Only one question I got on the earned value management.
Okay, okay, easy one.
Yeah. More drag and drop actually.
Yeah, I know there will
More
be
drag and drop.
how many were drag and drop? It was more of agile and those match the following kind of.
Yeah, match the following 6 or 7 questions on the drag and drop.
Hmm.
One thing that I felt little uncomfortable with the drag and drop is the review process was a little difficult, because the moment you pick the question on the left and put it on the right,
Hmm.
you can't see the answer. You can only see the question.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's perfect drag and drop.
Hmm.
Means the question covers the answer. So
Oh,
when you review, you have to just keep moving and then seeing, oh, okay, this is this what I matched it.
right, 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 right. Very
Yeah,
nice.
it's a little.
Yeah, that is little inconvenient in the exam. Okay. But as long as you know the glossary very well, you know the areas very
Yes.
well, you were able to answer any of those, right? Okay. Were there any questions which were very surprising? Like, okay, man, this is like, or never thought that you covered somewhere in your preparation?
There are some tough questions as well. But I did not feel that, something out of the blue or something like that.
Hmm. Hmm.
Definitely, maybe because I went through the 1,500 or 2,000 questions.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
But there
So
are
that
some tough
was easy
questions
for
as
you.
well.
Because you went through so many questions, it was
Yes.
easy for you to handle that. Very nice. Excellent. Now, this is where I believe that more appropriate mock exams you solve, the more prepared you are for the main exam, right? This is, I think, the magic mantra. I think many people do that mistake. They take only one or two, some mock or some random free mocks here and there, and they struggle because of that. And
Yeah.
this is where you will get assurance. And as you said, there is cheating. Of course, there is a lot of cheating happening, especially people are impersonating, they are appearing for others. Uh,
Mm.
and they're charging a bomb, which is very bad. Bad for them. Means ultimately, you're not learning for the paper. You're learning for your own growth. Like you said,
Exactly.
this course is useful for everyone who wants to know business environment, who wants to go into. So that is a nice way of doing it. We should avoid the cheating. We should catch those people who are doing this cheating, impersonation, and everything, and make sure that the people who are really putting effort, they get recognized because of that, and they will be caught any which ways in interviews and their conversations, their execution piece. They can't execute now since you never had agile background, right? You had mainly traditional background, predictive. Now
Mostly
with this,
traditional
you
and hybrid.
know, yeah, now you know agile and hybrid a little more in depth, and also now you can really add value to multiple projects across the industries, right? Fantastic. This is awesome. One important tip which you want to give it to everyone. What is that? For all the aspirants who are preparing across the globe, what is that one important tip you want to give?
One important tip is get the concepts thorough as soon as possible and focus on mocks, more mocks. Even
Hmm.
if you get lesser percentage initially, like 60%, 65%, don't get disheartened.
Hmm.
Okay, because it's just another 10-15%, because people feel that, oh, I've got just 70%, I'm little disappointed with this result. But keep trying. Definitely, whatever attempts you make will help you give the exam sooner. That is one. And second tip is, try to have a study buddy, not the study hall study buddy.
Yeah.
Okay, a real study buddy who is motivated to give the exam on the same duration. Okay, not the guy who is like, okay, I might give it in 6 months.
Correct.
Have a
Correct.
study buddy who can accompany you. That will also be good.
Very nice. I think that community mentoring is very important, which I have created as well. I think that helped a lot, right? Because you have a lot of like-minded people. We know that other people really helped you out. I think
Yeah.
that is really important. Now it's your turn to help others out, right? So this is the time where I believe in that mentors and community
Yeah,
support, right? Because each one supporting each other to grow and not
definitely.
to cheat, but to follow the systematic process of learning, applying, using the right mocks, preparing really well, and go for the exam. And this is where I think you brought a very nice concept that center doesn't allow cheating, even online doesn't allow cheating. Even if they do cheating, they'll be caught. So this video would be to highlight to those cheaters, guys, don't cheat in PMP exam. I'll make this title also, don't cheat in PMP exam. Okay. Thank you so much, Ram. Wonderful. Thank you so much for sparing your time. It was amazing, and we'll continue to work on our journey together. And see you soon. Again, I'll catch you up offline as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Pan. Thank you for all your support and time today.